In a tiny space, several metres underground, Tom Stapledon is slowly unearthing a strange, long-buried chamber. It's dark, dirty and cramped, and he's using the most basic of tools. But it's an addiction, as he and a group of around 20 volunteers try to solve the mystery of what's known as Williamson's Tunnels.
They are very interesting structures, and they are an absolute puzzle. We just don't know how or why they came about, really.
Joseph Williamson was a wealthy tobacco merchant. In 1804, he decided to build arches over quarries on his land so he could then build on top, employing the poor and returning soldiers in an early job creation scheme. But what began as a practical idea quickly became a folly.
We're talking millions of pounds he spent out in wages. And for what, to build this? What was it ever used for? Nothing.
Over 36 years, he had workers build a series of tunnels and massive chambers underneath Liverpool's city centre. In one area, he put 3 tunnels on top of each other, but nobody knows why.
This deep trench running downhill towards where I am now really looks as if it was some kind of a water channeling system, and yet there could never have been any great volume of water coming down here.
Most of the spaces were gradually filled in over the next 100 years. And then, 6 years ago, the friends of Williamson's Tunnels began to dig them out.
It's a little bit like exploring the pyramids. Yeah, you don't know what you're going to find next.
Working every Wednesday and Sunday, they've removed thousands of tonnes of rubble and rubbish from the chambers, unearthing valuable artefacts from the Victorian era. Every time they empty one area, like this space dubbed the Banqueting Hall, it uncovers another mystery, like this new arch found just weeks ago.
So there is another chamber on the other side of this, running parallel with our Banqueting Hall.
This has been the group's biggest project so far. It's called the Paddington site, and just this chamber alone is 12 metres high. And there are another 2 levels on top of this one. It took the group 4 years to dig it out.
And they know to empty all of Williamson's chambers will take decades. No more than the man who built them. In Liverpool, LAUREL, 7 News.